I couldn't ignore the screaming in my brain to fly. And I started taking flight lessons in 1993. I was a mom. Financially, that was difficult. Most pilots can relate to that. And time was difficult because I had a full-time job and I was raising a child. I was determined. I started picking away at my private pilot license. If you pick away at something, it's going to take longer. I didn't care. I wanted to fly. At the same time, when I was allowed and I had the flight instructor with me, I took my son with me. And he was definitely addicted to flying. So we studied together. He couldn't fly with me yet until I was a private pilot, but it was delightful. So 1993 progressed to today.
Retirement for Captain Judy Rice, a trailblazing pilot who soared through the skies, presented a unique challenge for her. The cockpit was not just a workplace, but a realm of endless possibilities, where she carved her name in the books of aviation history. As she contemplated the sunset of her illustrious career, emotions swirled within her.
And it was in 2021 when I realized, you're not as sharp as you used to be. You are a disaster waiting to happen. Captain Judy needs to be an example to aging pilots. I made the very difficult decision to sell my guy, sell my Grumman. If I kept him, I would have flown him. I'm an addict. So I sold my Grumman to someone that loves him and takes care of him as much as I did. And I retired from flying.
No matter where you are in your aviation career, all pilots should think about what comes next when their flying career ends. Approximately 2,500 pilots retire each year in the United States. Commercial airline pilots face a mandatory retirement age of 65 years old. The FAA set the maximum age, which may be subject to change in the future. This regulation sparks debate in Congress and amongst pilots themselves. The rule designed for safety also acknowledges the physical and cognitive changes that come with age.
Retirement is one of the most difficult challenges for a pilot to face. We're always going to fly, and then all of a sudden we realize, that wasn't real good. It's not really, okay, at 65 you should retire. It really depends on the pilot. And I realized, you're not as sharp, and you're a disaster waiting to happen. And I retired from flying.
The realization that it's time to consider retirement comes not from mandatory policies, but from personal observations. Changes in focus, reaction times, and overall performance can be early signs. This is particularly true for pilots with backgrounds in the Navy or other military branches, where the demands of flying are coupled with stringent physical requirements. Airlines and other aviation organizations often honor their retiring pilots with ceremonies, acknowledging their contributions and celebrating their careers.
Pilots, we think we're always going to fly. You gotta realize that you're not as sharp, and you gotta retire. That's tough.
Amidst a whirlwind of emotions, Captain Judy Rice stands as a beacon of inspiration for aspiring pilots. Her retirement symbolizes not just the end of an era, but the dawn of new opportunities for those following in her flight path. Through her example, she imparts invaluable lessons in resilience and determination, reminding the next generation to embrace the boundless skies with the same fervor and dedication that fueled her record-setting endeavors. As she gracefully transitions from the cockpit to retirement, Captain Judy Rice leaves behind a legacy etched in the clouds, inspiring other pilots to chase their dreams and reach for the stars, just as she did throughout her remarkable career.